If you're starting out Genshin Impact, then you gotta watch these tips and tricks that will impact your gameplay in the long run. Some of these things I wish I knew about and still have heavy regrets about. So make sure to watch this video so you don't make the same mistakes that I and many others did. So let's get started. Tip number 1. Pick up every chest that you see. In this game, there are thousands, and I do mean thousands of chests in this game, and you might be thinking, oh, there's a chest there, I'll come back for it later. No. I guarantee you will forget when you're later trying to find chests. You won't be able to find them once they become more difficult to look for. And most of these chests give you extra Primogems and EXP to level up your adventure rate, so make sure to be on the lookout for these chests. Tip number 2. Use interactive maps. You want to be using interactive maps when you're looking for oculuses and Oculus. So hard to say. In the game, you probably saw these things and then just started grabbing them wherever. However, what you might not know is there are a limited amount of these things and they do not respawn. For those of you who do not know, if you grab these and go to one of these statues, then you are able to use them to get some extra goodies, especially extra stamina permanently. The reason why stamina is so helpful is that they're going to help you with dashing, give you iframes or a few moments of invincibility, prolonged charge attacks, and it really makes your life easier when you are exploring. Hence, you want to be aware where each of these things are. Go to one of these interactive maps. I provided a link down below, and then mark where you have been finding these oculuses. Trust me, you don't want to regret it later when you are one away from maxing your stamina, but you can't figure out where that last one is. Tip number 3. Level up only one character. Do not level up all your characters. When you're playing this game and fighting monsters and bosses, you will exclusively be using one main damage dealing character and 3 support characters to either heal, give extra damage, and give buffs to your main character, since you can't have all 4 of them out at the same time anyways. The issue is, when you're leveling these characters evenly, you're going to barely do any damage to their life bars when the enemies get stronger. And to level up the characters, their level cap goes up drastically. So for example, if you were to go from level 1 to 20, it would take you around 6 Heroes Wit, which is about 120k EXP. However, to get from level 80 to 90, you would need around 172 Heroes Wits, which is a drastic increase for a mere 10 levels compared to increasing your level from 1 to 20. So only level 1 character first until you're at a good point from your main, and then start leveling up your other characters. My good stopping point is around level 70, since that's when you're able to get all these free wishes, and at least I'm still able to complete all the late game Spiral Abyss content comfortably with a reasonable amount of resources spent. Speaking of EXP, tip number 4. Don't farm monsters. Here is my minnow account with level 90 monsters. If you have a low level character such as my level 6 Amber on my free to play account and try to farm these monsters, it would take forever. Can you actually imagine my level 6 Amber taking on these level 90 monsters and then I'm just getting this amount of EXP? I just find it not worth farming monsters for EXP, so just don't do it. Save yourself the trouble and time and use it for something more meaningful. And then the very last one, tip number 5 for this video, is do not use these Primogems other than pulling characters. Unless you have a really good reason to use these Primogems. Otherwise, you should never be using these Primogems for anything else. I believe you can use them to refill your resin, just don't do it. Primogems are so hard to come by and you can only get about 50 per day through the dailies. And to even do one pull in the specific banner, it generally takes around 75 pulls to even get that specific banner character. So definitely save up those Primogems. Okay, I think those are all my tips that I am going to have for this video. I might make another one because there's definitely a lot more tips and tricks that will benefit you when you're starting out the game. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. And if you are not new, share with us what was your beginner mistake and regret that you wish you had not done when you are starting out this game. And then we'll see you all in the next video.